The challenges of loving others. By fulfilling these two great commandments of loving God with all heart and a neighbor as ourselves, we hope to become models of faith and imitators of the Lord who gave Himself totally for our sake. The Gospel passage from Matthew chapter 22, 34 to 40 calls us for loving our neighbor is a noble aspiration. It often comes with its own set of challenges. Today, we explore some of these challenges and provide some practical application to overcome and seek to follow Jesus' command. In the wake of what is happening in the world right now, the war between Ukraine and Russia, the war between Israel and the Hamas, amidst this war, a lot of innocent people, Palestinians, the Israelites, have been killed. We need to seek God's peace and love. How to challenge ourselves in the world that is of conflict, war, violence, and hatred. Love is not limited to idle circumstances. It shines most brightly when it conquers obstacles. Loving others beyond superficiality. Superficiality can hinder our ability to truly love others. We often judge based on appearances or make assumptions about people we barely know. Let's make an effort to look beyond the surfaces, strike up conversations with strangers, ask about their day and truly listen. Seek to understand their stories, struggles, and joys. For example, look at the media today. There are media support Israel. There are media who support the pro-Palestinians. There are people who support their own agendas. But how can we compassionately listen to people's stories, struggles, failures, and joys, and call for love that goes beyond superficiality? Loving those who are different. It can be challenging to love those whose beliefs, backgrounds, or lifestyles differ from our own. Do we take chance or risk to engage with people from diverse backgrounds and take the time to learn about their cultures, religions, or perspective? Show respect for the differences and find common ground. Loving those who are different calls for dialogue, calls for interest, calls for a new perspective. Loving in times of conflict. It's not always easy to love others when conflicts or disagreements rise. The whole world is divided in this war between Palestine and the Israelite. Where is the justice? Some say it's genocide, some say terrorism, some say it's absolute disaster. Where is the humanity corridor? Where is peace? Where is negotiation? Where is dialogue? Where is justice? The gospel calls to practice conflict resolution skills such as active listening, seeking compromise, and showing empathy. Approach disagreements with a loving and understanding heart. Loving in times of conflict is a real challenge. Loving those who have wronged us. Forgiving and loving those who have hurt us can be one of the most challenging aspects of love. Somebody said, love doesn't change the past, but love changes the future. Cultivate the habit of forgiveness. Let go of grudges, offer second chances, and seek reconciliation with those you had conflicts with. Let the past go. Let's embrace the unknown future with a known, forgiving God. Loving selflessly in a self-centered world. Our world often promotes self-centeredness, making it challenging to consistently prioritize others in our lives. It's all about how much I have, how much I hold, how much I make. But how do I consistently prioritize others in my life? Counteract this trend by regularly engaging in acts of service and kindness. Volunteer. Help those in need and look for opportunities to put others first in your lives. Loving when we are busy. Our busy lives can make it challenging to find time for loving our neighbors and go extra mile. Schedule time for acts of love and service in your daily routine. It can be as simple as offering a kind word or taking a moment to assist someone in need. Make that act of love and service. Loving those in pain or suffering. Sometimes it's emotionally difficult to witness the comfort those who are in pain or suffering. May we develop empathy and compassion by actively reaching out to those who are struggling. Let's be a source of support and offer our presence to those who need it most. Let love be a daily commitment and not a feeling. Love is commitment. Love is a relationship that never gives up. Challenges will undoubtedly rise as we strive to love our neighbors as ourselves. But it's precisely in overcoming these challenges that our love becomes stronger and more authentic. Love is not limited to ideal circumstances. It shines most brightly when it conquers obstacles. As we reflect on the gospel passage, let's remember that love is a daily commitment. May we continuously seek to overcome the challenges that prevents us from fully living out the second part of the greatest commandment. In doing so, we reflect the love of our Lord who loved us in our imperfections and challenges, and we become the true disciples of Christ. May we seek for God's grace in our lives to empower us to embrace these daily applications of love, fulfilling the command to love our neighbors as ourselves, and in turn fulfilling all the law and the prophets as Jesus taught in this gospel passage of Matthew chapter 22, 34 to 40. Love is a commitment, not a feeling. Love is a commitment. Love is a relationship that never gives up. May we be challenged by loving others. May we realize loving our neighbor is a noble aspiration. It often comes with its own set of challenges.